Previously on Taken.
It started when I was 8.
Taking me since I was 9.
At the time, I thought they were dreams. There was always the same guy.
Grandfather was a hero, Charlie. Just like your dad. He believed he'd been taken by aliens. It was the carnies, the guys who ran the rides. He said there was something about him that just gave him the creeps. I think in the end he thought they were coming after you.
They have come for me.
You think you've been abducted by aliens?
There is no reason at all why you should believe me. So I'm gonna get proof. And I'm gonna show you and anyone else who will listen that I'm not crazy.
There's a great deal of power that comes with the kind of knowledge I'm privy to.
What are you saying, Dad?
I anticipate change.
I want you to join me in the program, Mary.
I've looked at other things, but it keeps coming back to the Clark family. They matter. They're the key to this.
This is about your father, isn't it? You're just trying to finish something he started. Charlie and Lisa, both taken on September 8th of this year, the most recent simultaneous abduction.
They're breeding him with a girl who's
1/4 alien already.
The people you were hiding from, they know where you are.
They're not gonna bother me.
Why? Because beings from another world are looking out for you?
Yes, that's exactly why.
Your father was very important to them. And I guess that you are too.
I think I know why. My water just broke.
Prep suction.
Lisa had her baby. Little girl.
Do you know what you're gonna name her? Allie. Her name is Allie.
We're going to try to pick her up.
Are you about ready, Penny?
Ready?
Okay, thank you. Okay. We're coming back from a fishing trip, and we're on Highway 89 coming out of Tahoe City.
It wasn't a fishing trip. You always tell it as a fishing trip. We'd gone to visit the Nortons.
No. We didn't visit the Nortons. We were fishing Echo Lake.
There was no fishing on this trip.
One of the most memorable nights of your life, and you don't remember where you were
I know
coming
I
home
wasn't
from.
fishing.
Can I just finish telling me
I'm
the
not
story?
saying don't tell him. I'm saying get your facts straight is all I'm saying.
You know what? She always does this to me. Anyway, we're coming down Highway 89 from Tahoe City. Like I said, you're not going to argue about it being Highway 89?
Why would I?
Good. Anyway, so I look at my watch, and it's like 7:30. And then all of a sudden,
there's
this...
this blinding flash. I mean, you know what it's like when you stare into the sun when you were a kid? Well, it was a lot brighter than that.
Why would you have ever stared at the sun?
Most kids do.
I never did.
Well, aren't we the second coming?
Can I finish the story?
Well, who's stopping you?
You are, dear. But anyway, this light, it doesn't even, like, pass over us, but more like through us. And then it's up in the sky, and then it goes down behind these pine trees. So we stop the car, and we get out. We got this glow in behind the trees, and we have no idea what it is. It could
My
have been...
Mike was so brave. Well, you were, sweetheart.
Well, I didn't do anything.
You took my hand and told me not to worry.
Yeah, well, anybody would have done that.
Oh, no, they wouldn't have.
So anyway, this light starts coming through the trees, and then the car dies. We're up on this mountain, and my car goes dead. We got curved roads, we got a steep drop-off, engine won't start, I've got no steering. But here's the funny thing, see? With this light coming at us, I don't care. Because I know that we're gonna be all right.
The next thing we know, we're driving down Walnut Street and pulling up in front of our house.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I mean, the sky is just starting to get pink.
We're at the top of that hill at 7:30 at night. We didn't get to the bottom till 5 in the morning, more than 9 hours later. And this is all just what happened that night. It wasn't until about 3 months later that Mike started having the dreams.
You know, you wouldn't think that dreams could scare you. When mine got so bad, I wouldn't go to sleep.
I was having them too. But neither of us were talking about it, so neither of us knew what the other one was dreaming.
We'd just be sitting there watching TV, trying not to fall asleep, not knowing what was on the other person's mind.
It wasn't until we got sent to that hypnotherapist, Dr. Fulton. That's when we both remembered where we'd been that night for that 9.5 hours and who we'd been with. This is a picture Mike drew when Dr. Fulton asked him under hypnosis what happened to us on the road that night.
And that there is a picture that Patty drew when the doc asked her the same question. This is the truth of it, and there can be no doubt. It's that my wife, Patricia, and I were taken by aliens.
We've been interviewed quite a few times. You seem to have more than just a passing interest in this.
You have your own story?
If a dream is just a dream, something that happens in your mind while you're asleep, then that's all right. It's yours to take with you into the morning, and it fades away there in the light. But when the dreams start to come while you're awake, when they come with the light, then that is not all right. What we look for then is other people who have dreamed what we've dreamed, who have seen what we've seen. When the dreams become real, sometimes the only comfort you can find is in knowing that you're not alone.
I called up my ex-boyfriend. You're the reason I'm in this mess. And when they show up, I'll give them one size. Your address.
I just get to this place where I feel like it is so totally out of my control, you know? I just don't see the point. I mean, it all ends anyway, right? So why bother? I mean, I get up every day. All I see is the end of the day. And I'm not into doing anything at all. I could use some help with that.
When you play a song, when you're right in the middle, are you thinking about how the song ends?
No way. No, that's all I could do to get through a song, just staying focused right where I am. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Dude, this little girl's profound.
Hi, Mom. Hey. Are we here to get enlightenment or play some rock and roll?
Hey, you sit close to me, all right? My timing's always a little better when you're around.
That's because she's a drummer's daughter.
This is the heart of nowhere. This is dark, lonely street. This is the land.
As long as I can remember, people have liked to talk to me. You know, kind of how somebody says something to you. Doesn't have to mean so much. It's just that it opens a door for you and you can see into a room you couldn't see into before. It doesn't really matter how you got there. The important part is you're seeing something new and different.
This is the heart of nowhere.
This new footage of Allie just came in from our man in Seattle.
She can block a shot on goal. But other than that, she hasn't demonstrated any of the kind of powers we were expecting.
She's a little kid. Give her time.
A lot of genetic traits don't demonstrate until just before adolescence. Schizophrenia, for example.
We still can't pick her up. They'll just take her back like they did when we tried for Lisa.
That used to be the case.
Used to be?
Want to see what we can do? Step this way. Yes, I did. Microwave radiation, that part of the light spectrum in the case of the oven. 12.5 centimeters, to be exact. We blocked that wavelength, and the hamster's on Easy Street. But we let that same wavelength through. In meditation, we learn the oneness of all things, the harmony that flows through nature. This is the same idea, stripped of the comforting notion of divinity that we find in science, more specifically in mathematics. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8.
The Fibonacci sequence. One number added to the one before it makes the next number in the sequence, and from this sequence we get the golden mean. We find these numbers everywhere. Shells, nebulae, the spiral of a pine cone, beehives, DNA.
God's equation, writ large across the heavens. The cow, grazing contentedly in the meadow, the grass on which she grazes, the breeze that blows through, all parts of the one, the whole.
Is this going somewhere?
Their crafts hold 5. The number of confirmed sightings in Mexico last year, 1,597. They have 3 fingers, 1 thumb.
The number of breeding pairs you charted last year when you were figuring out who Allie was, 55. 1, 3, 5, 55, 1,597. All Fibonacci numbers.
How many lights on the board? 46,367. And with our little friend Allie, 46,368. The 24th Fibonacci.
So, how do we take our revelation and turn it into an effective block so that we can grab little 46,368, our little Allie?
This is Peter Miller. And Mr. Miller's been taken 13 times. Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to splatter him all over the room. Janitorial would never forgive me. Mr. Miller has an implant. We're monitoring it. You can see it right here on the map. Topeka, Montpelier, Somerset, Augusta. There we are, Ellsworth, Maine. Right here. The implant's broadcast on a spread spectrum. The frequencies are all based around the hydrogen hyperfine transition line, the most fundamental wavelength in the universe. Check this out. We block those frequencies, and in much the same manner as the hamster didn't splatter, the implant doesn't register. Now, if we want to pick someone up, we ought to be able to do it without having them grab right back.
Will this work on the girl?
Allie has no implant. She doesn't need one. She's got the neuron spiral. But the same principle applies. We can block her frequency, too.
And they can't find her.
Okay, let's pick her up before she demonstrates. After that, we may not be able to. We're sure she hasn't demonstrated at all yet, is that right?
Not according to our agent. You know that therapy group her mother's in? We have someone in that group.
Good.
I believe this all has to do with the landing strip at the bottom of Lake Superior. You look at the contrails. As soon as they appeared in the sky above St. Paul, the incidence of severe upper respiratory infection quadrupled in the Twin Cities. These trails are messages.
God, you're reaching there.
Remember, the idea of group is to listen. We're not judging each other here.
I think you're reaching here, Ray.
There is a base and a landing strip at the bottom of Lake Superior. That's why the government has spread this cover story about pollution in the lake to keep the curious away. And those contrails, they are messages to the denizens of this base.
Where do you get your information, Ray?
I was taken there on my 3rd abduction.
How come you didn't drown?
They did something to me that enabled me to breathe underwater.
That makes sense.
We're supposed to believe your story about seeing your dead son on a spaceship, but I can't go to the bottom of Lake Superior?
I didn't say I didn't believe you.
It was on your face. The doubt.
I was thinking about my own experience, about my boy.
Can you share some of that story with us, Dale?
We lost our son Luke in the Gulf War. Desert Storm. They got names for these things like movies, but this was no damn movie. This wasn't anything that made any sense. He was driving in a truck, taking supplies somewhere in the desert. The war was already over. There was a mine. No one ever knew if it was theirs or ours. About 6 months after we got the news about Lucas, when they first came for me, I woke up and there were these 5 young men standing by my bed. Soldiers, just like my boy. They asked me if I wanted to see Luke, and I don't remember anything else until I was in this big, bright room. and Luke was there, and we were talking. We had this fight, Luke and I. You know, like boys and fathers do, and then he went into the army before we had a chance to make it right. But there we were, talking like there was no tomorrow. They would come for me every night, these same soldiers. At first, I'd just sit and talk with my son, you know, how the Mariners doing and what's going on down at the plant, and that sort of thing. It was wonderful to see my boy again. But then they started taking him away. We'd be talking, and then he'd be gone. It was as if they wanted to see what would happen if they could make me grieve again. Sometimes we start to fight, having that same fight.
Your son's dead. You're having bad dreams, that's all.
That's what my wife said.
That's why the two of you separated, isn't it?
That was just an excuse. Truth of it was, we couldn't stand to look at each other anymore. All either one of us could see was Luke.
You were a jerk to him, and you feel bad about it now that it's too late and it's not something you can fix.
Do these look like dreams to you? Is that what you named them?
That could have happened anyway at all. You could have done it to yourself.
Please, please, Dale, sit down, sit down. Now, you're here. You're all here because you believe you've experienced something. This is hard work. It's painful work, but we can get through it if we work together, all right? Good.
Why don't you believe my experience? You've been taken, you know how it works.
Just offering alternatives.
Sorry, everybody. I had to drop off Allie at soccer practice.
Lisa, we have a guest today. This is Charlie. Charlie's been videotaping the session for a documentary he's doing. He's been interviewing people all around the country who've had experiences like all of yours. And now he's found his way to us. Now, the rest of us have all agreed to allow ourselves to be put on tape, but if you're not comfortable with that, then...
No, I'm not. Turn that off, please.
Sorry.
I just try to keep my life private.
I'm sorry, I understand.
Do I? Did Dorothy share today? She thinks her cats are aliens.
Do they live at the bottom of Lake Superior?
That's the nice thing about being in the group. It makes me feel positively normal. You're doing a documentary?
Not exactly. I've had experiences myself.
How long have they been taking you?
Since I was a kid. I didn't really know what was going on until I'd grown up, but since I was a kid.
Me too.
They don't take me anymore. They haven't in 9 years. And what I've been trying to do since then is prove that it really happened. Figure out why they stopped.
I just stick to the story about being a documentary filmmaker. Did you like your abductions?
Like them?
Yeah. As in, look forward to them, enjoy them. For me, it was always that. I used to get this buzz, this energy thing. It felt great. I believe this whole abduction deal is going to turn out to be a positive event. Well, right now, people think we're whack, we're fringe dwellers, but that's going to change. We've been chosen for something. This thing busts open, we're going to be the folks to sing.
For me, it was never a buzz, anything like that. I didn't know what was happening to me, and I fought back as hard as I could.
Really? I should get going. My daughter will be home soon from soccer practice.
You have a daughter?
Allie. She's 9. You have any pictures of yourself as a kid?
You think it goes back that far?
Why not?
Yeah, I have one of me and my mom.
She's pretty.
Well, that's my dad.
Mm-hmm.
That's him as a little kid with my grandfather.
You would agree with me this whole thing is kind of weird, right? Oh, it just got a whole lot weirder.
This is the guy. I've never come across anything like this. It's extraordinary. This is your father. He had been taken too?
It started with my grandfather.
It seems to run in families. We call these screen memories, these things they use. It's as if they take a sample of our memories and choose the realities they present us with.
This was something, this carnival that scared my father.
And they used it. That's not an uncommon part of the experience. But this, to take a sample of your father's memory and use it as a screen on both of you, well, it's truly remarkable.
I thought you'd like it.
I'd like to regress you both. I'd use hypnosis to take you back to one of your abductions. See if we can figure out what this is all about. Maybe even find out where the two of you met. Lisa, I think it might help Charlie if you and I were to work together first. You know, with this new information, I might be able to take you in a completely different direction.
Anytime.
How about now? Do you mind if Charlie stays?
We do seem to have a lot in common. Guess I should have gone home and changed first.
I don't care if you don't.
Doesn't bother me at all.
Have you ever been here before?
My dad took me here when I was a kid.
I don't remember which fork to use. With me and my mom, it was mostly pizza.
Where's your mom now?
Detroit. She's a nurse. That's how she met my dad.
Was he a doctor?
He was a patient. How about you? What does your dad do?
My dad died when I was 8.
I'm sorry.
My stepdad, he's a musician, a guitarist. My mom's a nutritionist. She could tell you not to eat anything they serve here. My real dad, you use a computer.
Sure.
He invented the buzz control scheme and half of the floating point logic.
I thought with our luck we'd wind up at a carnival.
This is kind of like a carnival.
To us.
Us.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Charlie.
Okay.
You're in the 3rd grade, right? You doing state history? You're reading Sarah Plain and Tall? This is big ideas year in science, electricity, magnetism. I taught 3rd grade the last 3 years.
We read Sarah Plain Tall last year. This year it's Island of the Blue Dolphins.
It's a good one.
So this is the year I find out how everything works? The big ideas?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody takes these classes.
Pretty much.
So then what happens? They all forget?
I never thought about it like that.
Sorry, Al. I had to park all the way over by Parson Gardens. You're cute. Where's Lisa?
Shoot.
Lisa's getting garlic. Hey, girls.
Hey.
How's soccer practice?
Okay.
I'm trying to convince my goddaughter she doesn't want to play goalie. It's like either boring, 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 or oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I don't think it's so boring. You get to watch the play come to you.
Right, and then it gets there, and oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Not if you've been watching the play.
I'm still getting around you. Who are you? We've been trying to figure that out all day. Oh, another day tripper?
It's a long story.
For which I don't have time. I've got 4 freshmen who want Celtic bands and a concept artist who designed his own tattoo. He says it goes across his face to cover the lie. I'm gonna be up all night. I do tattoos.
Oh.
You should get Lisa to show you her alien. You know, you really are cute. I bet I'm gonna be seeing you around.
Will you take a picture of his face once you've covered up the lie?
Without question. Bye, sweetheart.
Bye.
I guess Charlie's staying for dinner. Maybe if you're real good, I'll help you set the table. Did I hear you say you're a school teacher?
I was, yeah.
What happened?
I got a little too interested in other things.
You've been on the spaceships too?
At first, I wondered if I should tell her, but it would have been weirder to try and go to the group and all without even mentioning it.
Yes, I have.
Was it scary?
Kind of.
Did it make you mean?
I don't think so. How come?
My mom didn't get mean either. But some of the people she knows did. I think people get mean when they're scared.
You're working late.
I want to make sure there's nothing I missed.
In this light, you look like my father. You have his singleness of vision, something I never had. I envy you for that.
I just want to see this through.
That's what I mean.
She just looks like a little girl, doesn't she? She doesn't look special at all.
This is Brad, this is Devin, and this is Rich. He's the cutest.
She does this just to humiliate me.
I'm 9. I'm supposed to like this stuff.
I like this song. This Elena one's really good, too.
Oh my God, man, the both of you.
I drive a lot. I listen to the radio. I like these guys.
What am I gonna do? Brand my own child with a scarlet L?
L?
For lame?
That's my journal. I write down things I think of and stuff.
That's a good idea. I always wished I'd done that, but every time I start, I kind of get too lazy.
Maybe sometime I could read you mine.
That'd be great.
You're up next, you know?
Up next?
Your aggression with Harriet, you're next. You've never done it before, have you? Sometimes it can, there can be a lot of information, just so you know.
I grew up just my mom and me. I never thought a lot about who my father was or where he'd gone. I guess I knew there was something missing. But when you're a kid, your life is just your life. You don't think about all the other ways it might have been.
Allie?
Hi, Mr. Watson.
Is your mom inside? Guess I'm a little early. I get cooped up in my apartment. Guess I just need to get out.
Your son, Luke? He loved you very much.
Why did you say that?
I just thought you should know.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you very much.
I think when you're older, what gets hard is that you forget how to take things as they come. And sometimes the things that do come are more than anyone should have to take.
boy's going down. Allie and I are very close.
How do you want to tell her?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to tell her.
She has to know.
No, she doesn't. We're doing fine here. Allie and me are fine. I don't know you. I don't know if I want you to be your father.
She's a beautiful little girl. Does she even want to know who her dad is? I mean, does she ask about that?
Sometimes.
What do you tell her?
That he was a nice guy, that I didn't know him very well, that sometimes people can mean a lot to each other for a short time.
And she doesn't even ask to see him?
No. She doesn't. I knew. I mean, I didn't know you, but I knew she was... Damn it. I go around pretending I'm cool with all of this, and I have to tell you, I'm not cool with it at all. What are they doing? What do they want out of all this?
They want to make us better, to enable us to move to the next rung of the ladder, and in doing that, they'll better themselves as well.
I have another idea. Say it began as a research project. A project on a scale completely beyond our imagination. A detailed accounting of our entire planet.
A history of the planet, a catalog of everything.
Now imagine this. While they're doing this research, this cataloging, they inadvertently come across an incredible insight. Something that utterly transforms the way they see the universe.
And that's what Allie is, the result of this insight. Yeah, but they're smarter than us. They can do things we can't even begin to understand. They're more highly evolved.
Evolution has a cost. Every choice is the death of all other possibilities. Maybe something was lost along the way.
Yeah, probably something very simple.
Possibly. And now they've put it back.
Maybe it's become something more than that. From the first time I set foot in that room in Groom Lake, saw that body, all I've ever wanted was to understand them, to see through their eyes, just catch a glimpse. I feel, and I've never said this to anyone, I feel this sense of being with them. We're so close, Mary. I'll have the girl, and through her, we'll be able to talk to them. I've waited my entire life for this moment. I'm an arrogant bastard. I always knew I'd get there in the end. I always knew, but what I never knew, what I had no idea about, was that I'd find someone to share the moment with me.
Yeah? Hello? Oh. Well, that is quite a surprise. Thank you very much. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you as well. It is unexpected, but that is one of life's great joys, isn't it? Happy accidents. Okay. There's a new wrinkle. Allie's dad just showed up.
Well, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to deal with that.
I just can't stand this feeling. That my life is out of control. That someone else is pulling the strings.
Welcome to the world. No one has control.
Yeah.
Who could say? Sure, they're more advanced than us, but that doesn't make them God.
It does from where we're sitting.
What makes me furious, somebody has cut a deal with these guys. That has to be what's happening. The government knows about this, and they're covering it up in return for something.
For what? You always come back to that, but I just don't see it. I think the government is just as confused as we are.
Yeah, but you'll give me this. They know about it.
Blah, 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 blah. You people. I mean, we're all such victims. It's time someone did something. I mean, they come into our homes. They take us up into their ships. They do things to us. And we just sit around here and we talk about it.
Ray, we talk about it because it helps. What else can we do?
With an attitude like that, nothing. It's pathetic.
You talk like we could fight back. I've been taken so many times I can't count them. Fighting back is not an option.
What about you, Ray? Have you ever fought back?
Yeah, I'd like to think that I have. But that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, there's us here in this room. Okay, fine. But those people out there in the world, they treat us like we're crazy.
Like we're making this up.
If we're all alone, then there's no fighting back. But if we were believed, if there was proof.
That was your idea, too, wasn't it, Charlie? To get proof.
It was, yeah.
Not anymore?
Well, some things have come up that kind of rearrange my priorities.
All right, come on, girls. Come on downfield. Okay, stick to the fundamentals. Watch the dribbling. Roll the ball. All right. Shoot! That's good. Shoot! Ball. Come on! That's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay.
If you're making a checklist of superpowers, that was a big one. She could manipulate time.
Let's get back to the cars.
Have you told Allie?
We've talked about it, but we don't know how to do it yet. We want to understand it first before we try to help her to understand it.
If I know Allie, she probably could explain the whole thing to you.
This is so romantic. Really. Soulmates. Destined to find each other in the stars.
You seem threatened by Lisa's story, Ray.
Well, she always comes in here with these warm and fuzzy little tales. It's like aliens are bunny rabbits. Like they're nice or
Why don't
something.
you back off a little and let Lisa tell her story?
Hey, Charlie, I don't need your help. I've been doing fine without you for 9 years.
You want to go with that, Lisa? I think it would be fair to say you have a certain normal resentment about being a single mother, even under these truly abnormal circumstances.
I just don't need anyone weighing in at the 11th hour thinking I need taken care of.
Hey, don't get all over me. I mean, I didn't even know that I was a father until yesterday afternoon.
I'm not all over you. I'm just saying I don't need any help.
Just because you haven't had any doesn't mean you don't need it.
Meaning?
Meaning you're living in a small apartment, supporting yourself and Allie by playing drums in a band. You could use a little help.
What the hell do you know about how I'm living?
I know what I see.
You have nothing to say about it. Not about me, and not about my daughter.
Hey, Lisa, I got a question. Which story do you think Allie's gonna like better? Mommy got nailed by some loser musician, or Mommy and Daddy never met, but did the nasty on a flying saucer?
Why do you come? Why do you come if all you're gonna do is heap abuse on everybody? Why?
So I can spend more time with you?
Go to hell, Ray.
Oh, I've been. On more than one occasion.
Why don't you lighten up, buddy?
Why don't I lighten up? Because I am sick and tired of your cosmic little girlfriend's incessant whining. My father was half alien. Yeah, all that crap. Oh. You didn't know about that, did you? Yeah, one of these guys shows up in Grandma's barn, knocks the old lady up. 9 months later, you got yourself a walking, talking hybrid.
It's a wonder your back's not broken the size of that chip you're carrying around.
You're gonna be the one to knock it off.
Gentlemen, please. Okay, Harriet, I think we need to ask him to leave the group. He does nothing but cause trouble.
We are all here to help each other.
He's not helping anybody. He's just making things worse.
I agree.
You know, Ray, all you ever do is shoot down everyone's stories, spreading trash. But we've never heard too much about your close encounter.
She's got a point, Ray.
Yeah, you said you fought back. Tell us about that.
Tell us your story, Ray.
What are you looking at?
Maybe you should answer their questions.
Yeah, and
Ray.
Ray.
Tell us your story, Ray.
You want to hear my story?
Ray, sit down.
Here's my story.
What are you doing? Put your gun away, Ray. You don't want to do this. Put the gun away.
No, I don't think so. I got a better idea. All right, everybody, get over in that corner. You stay away from the window. Sit down on the floor where I can see you. I'll shoot the new boy first. Then I'll start in on the rest of you. Shit!
Ray, nobody's getting shot here. That doesn't have to happen.
Oh my God, he's gonna shoot us.
He's not gonna shoot anybody, Dorothy. He's just showing off.
Is that what you think? Is that what you truly believe?
Shoot me. See if I care.
What are we doing here, Ray?
Hey! I asked you to sit down.
Get that thing out of my face. I've been abducted by aliens. You think I care about your little toy trumpet?
You sit down, hero, or I will shoot your bride-to-be.
Ray, I'm sure if we talk about this, we can work it out.
Ray, listen to Dr. Pencil. It's gonna be all right.
Give me the gun. Give me the gun.
Please, give it to her, Ray.
Can't think with the phone ringing. Dorothy, get over to the window and shut the blinds. The rest of you stay put. Don't do anything stupid. Come on, Dorothy! All right, back with the others. What's that? Whose is that? Is that you? Answer it.
You sure?
Just don't say anything stupid, huh?
Hello? Nina, it's really not a good time. Allie doesn't run off, Nina. That's not something she does. I can't. It's really hard to explain.
Hang up.
My daughter's missing.
Hang up the phone.
You could just wait.
She okay?
Yeah, she's all right.
I know.
I know. She's scared, but she's all right. Listen, Nina.
End the damn call, Lisa. Hang up now.
Oh, my God. Help me stand him up. It's all right. It's all right. Come on. There you go. Oh, my God. Cellophane! 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 Can we find some cellophane somewhere? Wait. All right, he's got it. He's got it, Charlie. I've got a scarf. I've got a charm.
Where are you going?
I'm getting my scarf because you shot him, Ray. Ray, Charlie is really hurt. We've got to get him to a hospital.
I guess I wasn't that much help to you after all, was I?
This doesn't have to get any worse, Ray. It doesn't have to.
Everything gets worse, Dr. Penzler. Every stinking thing in this world.
What are you going to do?
Let me think. I gotta think. Who else has a cell phone? Turn him off and slide him over to me.
Ray, it's in my coat.
Go ahead.
What happens now, Ray?
I'm thinking.
There is no time, Ray. Charlie doesn't have that kind of time.
Okay. I want you to call the FBI. You know which one of these is yours?
The little flip phone.
This one?
What should I tell them? The FBI, Ray, what should I tell them?
Tell them I'm armed And I'm gonna have to start shooting people if my demands aren't met.
Oh, God. We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Shut up! Just shut up! I'm only gonna shoot you if they don't do what I'm asking them!
Ray.
What?
What demands? What are you asking them to do?
Tell them I want to talk to the person in charge of their, you know, whatever they call it, their extraterrestrial project.
You want Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones?
Cynthia, you're not helping. I'm not sure who I should be asking for.
Dr. Penzler, just make the call.
All right. FBI, please.
What are you going to do once you get to somebody in charge, right?
I'm going to make my demands.
You're gonna call up the federal government and say, let me speak to the man in charge of your super secret operation, because if I don't get him on the phone, I'll shoot a few people? That's pathetic, is what that is.
Yeah, well, no one ever said that Ray wasn't pathetic.
I knew I never should have joined this damn group. This is like white people land. Do you know how many Asian people have been abducted since 1947?
Cynthia, will you please shut up?
Maybe 7, and you're looking at one of them, so I decide to be open and honest about it, and this is what I get. I'm abducted by Homer Simpson. White people land.
Hello, is this the FBI?
You got him on the phone?
Yes.
Uh-huh. See?
This is Dr. Harriet Penzler. I'm hoping you can help me. I have a bit of a problem here. Yes. I have a group of people here, and one of them's been shot. The man who shot him is here. And, hold on a minute. Please.
Lisa? Sit down. Where do you think you're going? Isn't this sweet? Now we got the whole happy family.
Allie? It's okay. Come here. Come here. It's okay. Ten adults and 1 child. Yes, that's right, exactly.
Sit down. Okay, here's the thing. I don't want any cops. I don't want any hostage negotiator or any of that dog day afternoon crap.
Everything's gonna be okay.
One helicopter.
I'm not gonna let anyone hurt you.
One SWAT team, anything like that, I start shooting these people. Good. I want someone here in 15 minutes.
There is a problem here right now, Allie, but it's gonna be all right. Ray is just a little angry.
Ray is just a little angry? No. Ray is majorly pissed off. I mean, you should be angry, too. Look what they did to you and what's his name? Charlie, look at that. I mean, how can you just sit here and let that kind of thing go unanswered?
Come on, Ray, we don't need to talk about that.
What? We're not supposed to tell Allie that she's a test tube baby?
You sorry bastard.
Hey.
Charlie's hurt.
Yeah.
Is he going to be all right?
I don't know, honey. If Ray will let us get him to the hospital.
No one's going anywhere until I get what I want.
Campus security. Dr. Penzler? Got a report of a gunshot.
Oh, hands up. Get your hands up. Yeah, you keep them up there. Huh? Okay. Here's the situation. I'm holding these people hostage. All right? I've already shot one of them. I'm angry and I'm unpredictable. Look at me! What we're doing here, we're waiting for the FBI.
There's 2 more security officers coming from other parts of the campus.
Yeah? So?
Oh, what do you want me to do about them?
I want you to go out there and I want you to talk to them. I want you all to come up with something to clear this place out, okay? Say something exploded. Say anything you want. Just keep the world away from me till the FBI gets here, okay? Hey, don't be stupid. A lot of people are going to get killed. You can go now.
What are you doing, Ray? What do you think you're going to get done?
We live in a world that's out of our control. You should know that better than anyone. I mean, things happen, right? What is that? God's will? The hell with that.
We all feel that way sometimes, Ray. That's...
Spare me the couch, Dr. Penzler. I'm not a crazy person. I mean, things really happen to me. And I'm sick and tired of nobody believing me but you Fruit Loops. What am I going to do? Okay, so it's very simple. The government is going to come clean on national TV. They're going to tell the world that this is all real. And then no one will ever think I'm crazy again. Answer your question?
We do exactly what he wants. We clear the area, evacuate the building, keep the students and faculty safe. By then, the FBI will be here, and it will all be their problem. Start setting up the barricades.
Right away.
Something frightened you. That's why you came here?
I don't really know what happened. There were some people.
And you felt as if they were coming after you.
And I started to run.
Right.
And then... I don't know what happened.
You did something.
I think so.
This way, folks. Please come down this way as quickly as you can. All right, folks. Thank you. Right through the barricades there. That's right.
Do you want to know what I'm worried about? I want to know who's going to feed my cats.
We'll all be out of here soon. You'll be home to feed them yourself.
And what if that doesn't happen?
Relax, Dorothy. The aliens will feed them. Yeah, they're old friends of your cats, right? What? What are you looking at?
You really think if you're cruel enough to other people, all your own misery will go away?
No. Just keeps my mind off it for a while. Gas trucks. Nice touch. Answer it.
Yes. It's for you.
Sit down. Yeah. Okay. I see you. What do I want? How about a world cruise and a winning lottery ticket? Huh? Well, why don't you come up here? We can talk about it. Just you. Your little friends can wait down there. Hey, sit down. What do you think you're doing?
I'm gonna get some ice for my neck, Ray, because you hurt me. And tomorrow morning, after the FBI either lock you up or shoot you dead, I'm gonna have to get up and go to work like any other day, and I'd just as soon do that looking as fresh and pretty as possible.
Fine.
Get some water for Charlie, will you please, Cynthia?
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Thanks. You gotta get him out of here, Ray.
Yeah? Well, let's just hope this lady coming up the stairs now feels the same way about that as you do.
I felt good about this guy as soon as I saw him.
Me too.
Answer it. Come on. the way, Dr. Penzler, let me see her.
Are you the one who asked for the FBI?
Yeah.
I'm here. You can talk to me.
Did anyone tell you what this was all about?
Man in therapist's office holding 10 hostages demands FBI agent.
I asked for someone from the FBI Extraterrestrial Project. Someone who knows about aliens.
You mean like on X-Files? I'm the one you want.
Okay. Let me bring you up to speed on our situation here. I shot him. And he's gonna die if he doesn't get medical attention. That's one. After that, if I don't get what I'm about to ask for, these people, they're just fish in a barrel to me. You understand that?
That was the lady in the park. The one who tried to grab me.
You understand?
Right.
This is what I want you to do. I want you to go public.
Go public?
Call the New York Times. Call CNN. Tell them everything you know. Tell them this is all real.
You just signed our death warrant, Ray. Do you think she cares about killing 11 people?
Shut up!
She's not going to call CNN, Ray. She's going to have us all killed.
I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to make that call. My people have a very old-fashioned Cold War slant on things. It's not right, keeping something like this secret. As I'm sure everyone here would agree. This is news that belongs to the world.
How do you know she's really from the government, Ray? How do you know she's not one of them?
Sit down.
Why don't you let the little girl come with me? It's the kind of gesture that would go a long way. Give me the girl, and I promise I'll do everything I can for you.
Look at the eyes, Ray. You see? Those are alien eyes.
Wilson, shut up.
Let me have the girl.
Let Allie go, Ray. She doesn't have to get hurt.
Allie, stand up. Stand up. You've got something I want. Now I've got something you want. Get out. Get out!
Here comes your dad. The room's here. I'll show you where everybody's set up. What's the situation?
He's gonna kill the girl unless we call CNN and tell the world we're not alone.
You two were going to pick her up. This was supposed to be easy.
Got a little complicated. I'm handling it.
How?
I say what I have to, and I promise him anything he wants. Just make sure the girl doesn't get hurt.
No one's going to get killed here today.
Nice move to the post. That kid yesterday thought I could get one past you, but you were right there.
What I do is I fool myself. I make myself believe I'm really going to cover. Because I believe it, he believes it.
And then how do you get yourself over to the post?
I don't know. I'm afraid if I ever stop to think about it, it won't work anymore.
Do you know why you're here? Do you know what this is about?
I'm not sure yet, but I think we're gonna find out soon. This is the year for the big ideas, right?
Oh.
Hey. Hey.
I may pass out here.
No, you won't.
Do you know CPR?
No.
You're gonna need to take my right arm, put it across my chest.
Okay.
Make sure I don't roll over.
Then what do I do?
You may have to give me mouth to mouth. I'm sorry I said those things about the way you live. I was scared. It was like Allie said, people get mean when they get scared.
All right.
She's a wonderful girl, Lisa. You did great.
You want CNN here so badly, why don't you just call him yourself?
Because they just think he was crazy. And he wants everyone to know that he isn't crazy at all.
Yeah. Okay. Media will be here in 15 minutes. We're almost home, Fruit Loops.
Get down. Who took that shot?
What the hell do you think you're doing? What did you think would happen if you tried something like that?
It was a miscommunication, Ray. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Oh, you're damn right it won't. Next time something like that happens, the little girl is coming out of the window with a bullet in her head. Larry.
Oh, what the hell, Ray? Leave the little girl alone.
You stay right there.
You sad little man. Who do you think you are, God?
You shut up.
He's not God, Dorothy. He's just a poor excuse for a man. A man without any faith.
Faith? You gonna talk to me about faith? God comes down and pluck. There goes your son. No more Luke. Bye-bye. Why? Dale, why? Because he's up in his heaven and all's right with the world? Or because we live in a stinking sewer where nothing makes one bit of sense? But you have faith. Your son dies for no reason, but you have faith. You get taken and tortured, but you have faith.
If I didn't, I wouldn't have any reason to go on living.
Then you crawl away and you die. Because this right here, this is as much sense as the world will ever make.
What are you doing? I told you I didn't want anyone killed.
What am I doing? I'm trying to keep the little girl alive. I put a man up there in the building. I told him if he had a clean shot, he should take it.
And he missed, and we'll be lucky to get her out alive. Pull everybody back.
And do what? What do you suggest? We should call CNN for him? This little girl is everything. She's what it's all about. We can't afford to lose her. Yes, Ray. I am so sorry about what happened by the window. There are some people out here who've seen too many Lethal Weapon movies.
Look up at the window. You get me what I want. Do it now. Go sit down with your mom and dad.
You don't have to be scared, Mom. This is all going to be all right. A lot of things are going to happen because of this. That's all. But it's going to be all right.
You better hope you're right, or you're gonna have to start praying for a little intervention from your grandfather's side of the family.
You're not going to get it any cleaner than that. He's going to kill her. We've got to take him out.
I'm not going to be a party to any more killing, Mary. I'm done with that.
I don't think you are, Dad. You know who's in there, right? Besides the little girl? Her mother and her father, Charlie. That means he knows. And that's two people with a lot of information that have had some pretty bad experiences with us over the years. They have to go. Dr. Pensler, too. I can't risk a leak. It's too important. They don't matter anymore. It's all about Allie.
You're not in charge here, Mary. I am. Take a step back. Calm down.
Sorry. You're right. Just the two of them having gotten together has made me a little nervous. They could really gum us up.
No one's getting killed here, Mary.
Of course not.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Grab a cup, knock yourself out.
Lisa, how's he doing?
He's still breathing. Are you all right?
I just don't want any more bad news.
Mr. Watson, Luke, when he died, he wasn't mad at you anymore.
He wasn't.
He knew. It was just one of those things that happens. He was growing up, and that was hard for you both. He loved you very, very much, Mr. Watson. And that's what he was thinking when he died.
I just wish I could see him one more time. I wish I could tell him that I was sorry.
He knows, Mr. Watson. He knows.
It's okay, Dad. You can let go.
Now I can see why those people want you so badly.
When it gets dark, we shoot for the windows again. At the same time, we bring in 2 men through the hallway. He'll be down on the floor, won't be looking to the door at all. We've got a man up in the heating ducts. He'll coordinate by earphone, drop down through. Right at the same time, the 2 men from the hall enter.
And then he turns around and shoots the girl.
That room is covered by snipers. These men know what they're doing. It all goes by the numbers. We take them out.
And the others?
Not a problem.
I don't want my father to see you do it.
You look like a college kid doing his homework. What are you working on?
Just a little theory. Their craft was, I like to call it, thought-powered. Allie may be a stronger manifestation of that power, that energy.
How long have you been sleeping with my daughter?
About 6 years.
You get some kind of sick pleasure from that? The boss's daughter?
Boss? I thought we were friends. I love Mary. And I think she loves me.
I want your desk cleaned out by tomorrow. After this is over, I'll be going back to Maine. I don't want to see you there when I go into the office.
How are you feeling?
What's happening to me?
It's in her DNA, isn't it?
That's what makes her special.
Mom?
I never believed that part of your story. My grandfather was an alien.
Allie.
Your dad. Could he do things?
I never saw it, but yes, he could.
But you never could.
I can play drums and sing harmony. A lot of people would tell you that's amazing. There's you and me. The way I know where you are, how you're feeling, if you're safe.
I always figured that was just because I'm your only daughter and you love me so much.
Yeah, I suppose it could be that.
It's what made your dad sick, isn't it? Doing these things.
You're not my dad, honey. You've got a lot of other things in you. You've got Charlie's family, too.
Everybody in position?
He's not gonna last much longer.
You got a lot of hell on your plate.
What are we doing here, Ray? This man needs help. You're just gonna sit there while he bleeds to death?
Nothing you do is going to change anything about what happened to you, Mr. Morrison.
What are you talking about?
That man in the woods, when you were 8. The one that took you in that shed. He wasn't from another planet. He was just mean and crazy.
You shut up about that.
You're just going to hurt more people, that's all. It's not going to make what happened to you go away.
Shut up!
Allie.
It would be easier, wouldn't it? Blame it on them. They came down and took you.
You stop it!
It's a lot scarier to think that the monsters might be us.
Shut up!
Ray!
You shut up right now!
She doesn't mean it. She's just a little kid. She doesn't know what she's saying.
One day, you're gonna stand in front of the Lord, and you're gonna have to explain what happened here today. You are gonna have to explain.
I'm not the one who has the explaining to do. Gail's son, explain that. Explain cancer. Explain war. Explain the whole damn thing to me just one time. So I can understand why everything has to be so hard. Oh, God. I'm sorry I hurt him. Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
Allie. Allie? What are you doing, Allie?
Charlie? Look at me. Look at me. Look at me, Dad.
He's all right. What do you think we ought to do now?
Yes, Ray?
No, this is Allie. We're all going to come out of the building now. Please tell everybody not to shoot. I'll go with you.
All right. They're coming down. She says she'll come with us if we let the others go.
Mary, you can't do this.
Do what?
You can't kill anyone. What makes you think they'll let you?
They don't care about Lisa and Charlie now any more than we do. It's all about Allie.
Then where are they? We tried to pick up Lisa.
Lisa was helpless. Allie can take care of herself.
Then what makes you think any of this will work?
I don't know if it's gonna work. At least I'm not afraid to try.
Mary, don't do this. Listen to me. I know this. Walk away. Even if you lose the project, walk away. Before you do something you can't walk away from.
Here they come.
Why don't you just fade away? You're a burden to the project. You don't have the stomach for it, and you don't have the brains.
You have no idea what I'm capable of, what I've done. I won't have any more blood on my hands.
Everybody set?
Get a tight lead on that subject.
Run away! Take the little girl, it's a trick! Run! It's a trick!
Oh my God.
It's okay. Come on! I'll take care of you. Come on. It's okay. Keep coming. I'll take care of you all. Come on.
It's okay. It's all right.
Keep coming. I'll take care of you. Come on.
Miss Crawford. I'm ready to go with you now.
Little girl, I love the way your mind works.